Dishonored, the stealth action adventure game where you play as a badass assassin with killer weapons at your disposal. Now, just saying that sounds cool, but what makes Dishonored a great game? Now, there's millions of things about Dishonored I could go over and over about why it's so good, but here's a few of the big things the game gets right that I feel makes the game great. Now, one of the first things that caught my eye about Dishonored, and I'm sure many others, is the fluidness and control of combat. You can be assassinating an enemy one moment, then turning around, slowing down time, and head shooting two more before blinking to a completely different spot and devouring your last enemy with a swarm of rats all in a few seconds. Now, there's plenty of stealth action adventure games out there, but the powers that your character has and the accessibility really highlights everything and makes you feel like you're in control of every situation, no matter the odds. There's a good amount of powers to choose from that fits different playstyles and ways to deal with enemies, and on top of that, you have so much control that you can even decide to not fight and instead use stealth completely, which brings about a brand new slate of challenges in itself. Now, going back to the powers, Dishonored offers a perfect amount of abilities to invest that feel great to play with, but doesn't become so overpowered that the game becomes boring and unfun. You've probably played games where you had powers before, but I guarantee you haven't played a game where you can make a swarm of rats appear from the ground to devour your enemies. That alone makes the game great. But there's other cool powers too that have a multitude of uses which fit perfectly in the game and atmosphere and keeps the game feeling solid. For example, you have a power you can use called Blink, where you can basically teleport. Now, for most games, this would probably be used just to travel, like across a cliff, or maybe to teleport to a completely different area entirely. But for this game, Blink feels more like a third arm, something you can use to not just teleport in defensively, but also offensively as well. Now, for stealth players, you may think the powers will break the game, but it actually makes it even funner, using your own wits and powers to get out of tough situations that may seem impossible to get through without killing someone. And last but certainly not least, plot. Dishonored has a good plot and atmosphere that cements everything together. Instead of doing just mundane tasks over and over again in generic places for no reason, Dishonored gives you solid reason to go through the game, allowing you to shape your own path to rescuing Emily. The environments for each of the missions fit well for the atmosphere as well as for the combat, and the characters you meet along the way, both protagonists and antagonists, have their own unique personalities that playing the game a second or third time doesn't feel boring or repetitive. Thanks guys for watching. That was a brief list on some of the things Dishonored gets right that makes it a great game for myself and many others. If you liked the vid, be sure to hit that subscribe button and comment below on what you like about Dishonored. Oh, and Dishonored 2. Cheers.